All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So we are going to bring Davido to the screen. Davido, our own dear Davido, is gonna come to the screen. We're gonna pull him to the pulpit. So it's Davido versus the woke on family. Davido versus the woke on family. Let's talk about it. All right. Mario says their business. Nigeria, we're here to mind their business, but to extract lessons from it. Let's do that with Davido real quick. Let me play this. This is Davido was on the Breakfast Club today. The Breakfast Club is a big radio platform here in the East Coast part of United States. So with the Charlemagne and them. So Davido was on there. Davido is now a regular up there. It's a big deal anytime Davido goes there. So let's listen to this.
You have been through a lot personally, especially with loss. What kept you grounded through
My
that
family,
grief?
man.
What keeps Davido grounded? Family. Oh. We're gonna talk a little bit about this today. Family keeps him grounded. That's something that in this time and age is we don't like it. Okay, today I'm gonna preach to you today. Okay, family is everything. Okay, but wait, let's just hear Davido first. Okay.
My family, because my family is very big, right? And what I noticed was that you grew up in a family since you were a kid. Like I've always been the youngest around. Oh, that's little David. And then I blew up, obviously, and then I know how many times I'll be so busy, like out of it, and then like even got to a point where my siblings were getting upset, like, yo, D, we still your family, like. You know what I'm saying? Call, talk to your nephews, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then when my world went dark, like they was the only ones there. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Every day,
they
obviously,
was
my wife and
the only one
her
there.
family were there. But the only thing that got to us, and we both strong, like, hey, me and my wife is strong. Like, but apart from that, the people around us that were there at the time, you know what I'm saying, really did a great job. And I want to give kudos to my father.
All right. So Davido is saying family, right? There's a whole big topic around this whole thing called family these days, and sometimes they show up in different form shapes. They show up in there. This same conversation keeps showing up right here. Now, obviously, everybody came from a family, so you always have a family, right? I hope so. You always have a family, but it's very easy. See, when you are a very smart, intelligent, educated, a powerful person, and the whole world basically fall to your knees, it's very easy to actually forget about family, but he's still saying something here. Let him keep going.
Father, like my dad really stepped in, like he put everything on pause, like the business.
You have been through a lot
everything on pause just to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we're okay. You know what I'm saying? And we got twins now, so it's like
that's a blessing.
It's lit, a boy and a girl. And the boy looks exactly like my son that passed, like scary, exactly. Wow. They act the same, everything he used to do, like he does. So like me and my wife would be like, yeah, he came back type stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Like he came back type stuff. Now that's good. Now Davido's voice seems quite clear in this interview. Like maybe hopefully he slowed down a little bit on the smoking, because at one point when Davido is talking, you could barely hear him. Right, so I don't know. Let's keep going.
When you, I know you're a spiritual person too. So it's like your faith and your family. Is that what carries you, or do you ever just?
No, my fault. No, he said family. He didn't say faith, but maybe there's faith.
Sit with the pain sometimes, like just.
I mean, it depends on what you like. Faith. Some people's faith are stronger. Like me, I believe in God fully.
Absolutely.
Like my dad, we grew up 7-day Adventists. Like Saturday, going to church Saturday. Doing the Sabbath, 6 o'clock, no TV, no earrings. That's how I grew up.
No earrings, no TV. Wow. So 7-day Adventists like that. I didn't know. I thought that was just Deeper Life, and my church that I grew up in. My teenage years, all Christian fellowship. I thought it was just that. But anyway, 7-day Adventists, no earrings. Oh. Anyway, he said he believes in God all the way type stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like with my father. Then my other siblings, they go to like Methodist church, normal Catholic stuff and like that. But with my faith, stuff like that, if you don't have faith after that, I don't know what faith is. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
But with me,
wow.
like I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really have like this everything on pause. Just
He's
to
a
make sure that
Christian?
a certain church or a certain pastor, that, like talk to anybody.
Wait, what about Pastor Toby? That's your pastor now. What happened? Pastor Toby is his pastor, no? What happened to that part of pastoring? He said he doesn't have a pastor. It's okay. Non-denomination, right? Type stuff. Can still smoke weed every now and then type stuff, It's okay. Seems like he's doing good. Let's keep going.
And when you talk about how you had to go on the road when Unavailable started popping, do you ever feel like fame and celebrity get in the way of like really healing?
Definitely. Like I could see sometimes like I was like kind of, I wouldn't say healing too fast, but like I'm on the road. Like you have to understand, like my wife at home chilling. Like she comes 1 or 2 shows, you know what I'm saying, go back. But see me, I'm on the road. My adrenaline is pumping. I'm seeing in a week, I'm seeing $1 million. Like I'm seeing all the crowd.
He's seen $1 million in a week. All the crowds, right?
In the car, they chasing us. So it's like you're smiling, but it's like you need to
He lost the
kind of
son.
slow down. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. That's why things like me getting married.
Know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Like, okay,
Know what I'm
look,
saying?
this is how we got lit last time, and you know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm
Forgot
saying?
about family, so you know what I'm saying?
Forgot your family because you're doing so well. $1 million. Maybe yours is just $100 per week. You forgot your family. After all, you're the king, you're the queen. You got it all figured out. You can do all bad all by yourself. What do you need family for? We don't say like that sometimes. Sometimes you say, what is the usefulness of men? Because exactly no. Sometimes that's how you say it. Sometimes you're like, well, I don't need no children. Well, sometimes you just say it in different shapes or forms, by the way. It is true. You don't need any one of those things, but I beg you in the name of God, you do need family. This life go show some people share gay. They won't hear until they hear. Oh, you do need family, okay? So at least you came from a family. Value your family. He's going to say something now. I think he said it already. I'm not sure, but let's play.
Slow down a bit. You know what I'm saying? I told my boys, like, look, I need to go to a certain church or take care of home real quick. You know what I'm saying? So gotta move my wife to Atlanta.
Okay.
Everybody, the kids.
Moved his wife to Atlanta. He didn't say, this woman, if I move out to Atlanta with all this wedding thing we just did and she's living with me, I'm taking care of her. There's a track record of all this money I wired to her. Birkin bags, all this big gift. And then if something happens to our marriage tomorrow, what if she go and file a lawsuit? And then we're dragging each other out to custody all the time. He won't say that because Davido is a man in love. He's a finished man, right? So of course he's in love right now. And that's healthy. Oh, believe it or not, that's actually healthy. Like he's in love. So he's not thinking about the worst case scenario like some of the men that we have on social media today say, don't move out to America. What did he do? He said, I'm moving you and your mother to Atlanta. Family. If something happened to that marriage, it's still family, right? Oh, you didn't know that. You thought it was about marriage. No, it's not about marriage.
Got a crib, you know what I'm saying? So I just be home. This is prior to doing 5, you know what I'm saying? After the tour was done, you know what I'm saying? We got married. Her mom flew her mom to America to be with her, with the kids and everything. So like, I just be chilling like at the crib. And it's like, I'm like, yo, this is not bad. Like sometimes you got situations.
He's at the crib, he's chilling. It's like, this is not bad. Trust me. That's a real feeling. I know because I was that guy. Okay, I wasn't Davido, but I was that guy. Okay. When you finally get it out of your system and you come home, if you're lucky to have that kind of second chance or a third chance or fourth chance, right? There's nothing like home. There's nothing like home. Somebody's like, no, once a cheater, always a cheater. Am I counting on Davido? No. I don't know him like that. I'm just giving you, it's very possible. What he's describing is very possible. Home, sweet home, especially if you have been humbled in this life. See, sometimes if you have not been humbled in this life, there might be a disconnect there, But let me see here. Okay. I took my time on that. So you can't bring Pastor Toby right now. Not yet. They've been through the worst in Nigeria and we'll see how Chioma handled it So moving her abroad won't be an exception. Yep. Once a cheater is not always a cheater. Jum Jum, you know better. You know better. Anybody who is here knows better anyway. But let's keep going.
So I'm like,
That's
yo,
right.
It was so crazy that after I now sat for so long, like I was having anxiety. Like my boys like, let's go out. I'm like, we'll go out. Envy, I'm telling you, we'll
go
go
back
out.
home.
You go out,
We'll go out with lit,
knocked
bottles.
out.
I'm like,
You see,
9 p.m. at bedtime.
take you home real quick. You know what I'm saying? So
But you know, home front has to be peaceful as well, ladies. The home front has to actually be that type of environment as well. Okay, so but if it's peaceful like that at home, trust me, there's nothing out in the street, especially not nowadays. Especially not nowadays. But he said something that I think I missed earlier. He said family will call and say, "Hey, your nephews, your nieces, they're calling. Don't forget them." And it took him a while sometimes to forget them. You know, probably similar to what Ashake is going through right now. He feels like he doesn't need his family. You will go through a phase like that where you feel like the only thing you can remember is how your family have offended you or how they get in your way or but you're gonna get into a phase where you will need your family. I said the same thing about what's the name of this guy that moved away from his family in London, the Prince Harry, right? Especially if you move because of a woman, you gotta be careful with that. Don't make your woman compete with your family. You need to sort that out, clean that up. Don't just discard you're going to get into a phase in life you will need family. This is also true for the ladies. Do not allow a man to, because you guys are in love, you elope. Eloping is usually a bad idea. Okay, so I'm not saying some people have not done it successfully, but I completely discourage any idea of eloping. It's a bad idea. Okay, so Mario is in there throwing shade at Davido. May God help you. Said after 5 children, it's time to rest. 5 children is a blessing. Come home and chop. That one will collect in our lifetime. We'll see. I see humbled today. Two-Face was singing I'm a Toto mechanic. Anyway, let's leave that alone for now. I'm not gonna cover that. But what do you guys think? Family is everything. I have another family story I want to get into real quick to continue this. But this is Davido versus the woke. The woke, they don't think there's a need for family anymore. We are all going to get into a phase in our lives where we need our family. If you don't want to create a family, make sure you keep your family, your nephews, your nieces, all those kind of. You're gonna need all those kind of elements around, right? By the time you're 60, 70, you need to have had a good couple of decades, good relationship with your family. Okay, so don't ever forget that. As simple as it sounds, when people have a little bit small money, it gets in their head, okay, and they forget. So maybe today is the day you should remember that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I have some other trendy stories. I'll be right back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough.